I was gonna do roll call then that.
Roll call. Alderman Sabline is out today. Alderman Hillman.
Here.
Alderman Lack.
Here.
Alderman Slimline.
Here.
Alderman Jones.
Yep.
Alderman Hergert.
Here.
Alderman Waterman.
Here.
Alderman Strobey.
Okay, we have a quorum. Would you please stand with me? Stand in place for our nation's flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Public comments. Laura.
Hello, so I was asked to come tonight to give a few updates, and for those that may not know or know me, I am a CTA, that's a Certified Tourism Ambassador for Visit Quad Cities, and I am also a director on the board of directors of Friends of the Hennepin Canal, and I am now a newly voted in member of the Henry County Tourism Board representing Kelowna. I do this all as volunteer work because I love my community, and I'm probably crazy for doing all that I do, but I enjoy doing it and improving Kelowna. So I was asked to come tonight to give a little update on a few things we've been working on. So at our last directors meeting for Friends of the Hennepin Canal, we purchased some signs. I brought some pictures to show you. So these signs, and you can pass them down and look at them. These signs are in the Geneseo area right now, but we're working on more. So these are directional signs for the bike path for the Hennepin Canal. But I'm really excited for the big purchase that our group made. We purchased this two-sided informational kiosk for Kelowna. So on this kiosk, one side we will keep it updated with Friends of the Hennepin, maps of the Hennepin Canal, history of the canal, events on the canal. The other side, I'm going to commit to tourism in Kelowna, so we can post restaurant menus, mileage from the bike path to certain restaurants, stores, gas stations, what have you, events for the city information. So the other side will be dedicated strictly to the city. So our board has ordered this directional sign or this informational kiosk. And when it comes in, I will meet with Ryan and the mayor. Obviously, I have a few ideas for placement, but we will meet because it has a lot to do with public works and their access for maintenance and so forth. So it's ordered. When it comes in, we will meet with them, and I think that's a really exciting addition to the bike path and the canal for tourism. So our goal there is to enhance the experience of our visitors that come to use it for recreation. And it's really nice. If you're on the bike path, you may not know Dairy Queen is a couple blocks off the bike path. You may not know Dollar General is here if you need supplies or something. So we're going to try to work on that board and keep it updated. The other thing I wanted to touch on is the TPC Under Golf Tournament is July 3rd through the 6th. Now this event is 7 minutes from Kelowna. So I've been saying for years, like, we have a nationally televised PGA event within 7 minutes of our community, and we never do anything. We never do anything as a community. So an estimated 10,000 visitors will pass through the Quad City area for that tournament during the course of the tournament. So when golf fans come from out of town and drive through Kelowna, whether it's intentional or by taking a wrong turn, they may drive through Kelowna. So we would like visitors to know that they are close to their destination, they've almost arrived. And by giving visitors the feeling that they are close to their destination, they are more likely to stop for gas, a cold drink, sunblock, a hat, an umbrella, a sandwich, something, if they know that we're almost there, let's stop and get something. So I would like to encourage all business owners to spruce up their property. If they have a marquee or a sign, maybe put welcome golfers, welcome golf fans during the course of the tournament, because there is a lot of tourism money that's going to be made, and why shouldn't Kelowna get a piece of it? We very well could, so I would like to encourage any business owners, or if any of the aldermen have contact with business owners, to kind of get them excited about this influx of visitors that we will have coming through Kelowna. I also brought a couple membership cards for Friends of the Hennepin Canal. They have single memberships, family memberships, and municipality memberships. So I really would encourage Kelowna to join as a municipality. It's only $50. And we have purchased and done a lot for the city of Kelowna, so I would maybe love to have you guys talk about that in the future of donating. So that's all I have for tourism updates, to not bore you anymore. In the future, I'll give updates from time to time of things that are happening.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? Hearing none, mayor's report, I do not have one. Clerk's report,
I do not have one this week.
committee reports. I don't think there's any committee reports either.
Hey, Larry, can I ask Laura one question?
Sure, go ahead.
Laura, can I ask you a question about this? So the business corporation membership, if businesses here were to join, what is the perk? Do they get a perk for joining?
So there's not necessarily a perk, it's just the fact that you're sponsoring Friends of the Hennepin Canal. And so our main goal is to keep water in the canal. We want it to be kept for recreation, and we want to keep signage and so forth going. Friends of the Hennepin donated to the gazebo redo a couple years ago. And like I said, they've just purchased this kiosk. So we do a lot of preservation for the canal. There's not necessarily a perk. I think they may send out a sticker that you've become a sponsor.
So it's kind of like a sponsorship.
It's a sponsorship or a donation to keep the organization. It's a 501c.
But maybe they could potentially put a sign somewhere or something
Oh, absolutely.
on the canal if they're.
Absolutely. Like we're definitely, we have some things in the planning, some thoughts for the future. So absolutely, yeah. There's a lot that we can do in Kelowna now that I'm on the board representing the west end of the canal.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
read these all,
All right, thank you.
each one.
All together.
Thank you, Laura. Maybe she should come to our.
Thank you.
I told her about it. Okay.
Okay, moving on. Consent agenda. Approved payment of bills, claims by vendors for the period of June 10th through the 23rd, 2025. Approved payroll for the period June 11th through the 25th, 2025. Approved treasurer's report for May 2025 and approved 06.09.25 city council meeting, 6/9/25, did it? Council minutes. Entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve with the amendment of the correction to the minutes that we talked about prior to the meeting.
We have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. What's correct?
But I want to go in, I want to make sure we know what the corrections were. On J, the Kelowna activities that are totaling 16,800 is to be changed to 11,800 because the township donated 5,000 to that. And K, 1, Mayor Johnson made a motion. He did not make a motion. He
Let's see, yeah.
suggested to amend and award the contract of value.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Those are the two corrections.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other corrections? Roll call?
Alderman Stablein is absent. Alderman Hillman,
Yes.
Alderman Lack,
Yes.
Alderman Swimline,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Hergert,
Yes.
Alderman Waterman,
Yes.
Alderman Strobing.
Yes.
Motion passes with 7 ayes, no nays, 1 absent.
Unfinished business, there is none. New business. A, approved resolution R-25-21, authorizing the demolition of the city-owned structure located at 5777 Poppy Garden Road and approving a contract with Miller Trucking and Excavating totaling $19,847. I'd entertain a motion.
I got a question before we.
Sure.
Okay, now. The quote quote you got, Ryan?
Yeah.
Miller's quote doesn't go into much detail. I don't know why I can't. So it just says demolition and disposal of house, garage, foundations, underground holding tank. Doesn't say anything about backfilling
Yeah, they're going to.
or anything like that. Koopman's goes into detail on what they would do. They're gonna seed, finish grade, and supply with topsoil.
Yep, I told them all
And
same
Miller is gonna
specs.
do that too.
Yes, I told them all same specs, so I mean, the quotes are all pretty dang close in
Yeah.
price. But yeah, they just did not get as detailed, but they know what's the deal.
Any other questions on it?
Are you suggesting that maybe we have them add that to it, Jake?
I mean, I'm okay with it if they know that that's part of the deal, but it just, yeah, that's a big,
Maybe we should have them put it on there before we sign it with them or?
I'll make a motion to table till next meeting.
When did we want to get this done by? When do they want to get it removed by, Ryan?
Right,
soon
as soon
as
as possible, but it's whatever.
If we
I
go,
mean, I would make a motion that we accept it, providing that they add that into their proposal before they start.
Or that it's included in the contract.
Yes.
That's fine.
everybody okay with that?
Yeah, they could add that and start tomorrow if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's what, okay.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other comments? Roll call.
One second, Alderman Hillman, you first did that motion, was that correct?
No,
He seconded it, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
okay, I'm sorry.
sorry, I was
He
writing
made a motion to table, I made a motion that we accept it,
pending.
providing they
And I
add
would.
Yes.
Put it,
that.
yeah.
I was writing pending the backfill and other specs that we had added. Okay, thank you. Alderman Hillman,
Yes.
Alderman Lack,
Yes.
Alderman Slimline.
Yep.
Alderman Jones.
Yep.
Alderman Hergert,
Yes.
Alderman Waterman,
Yes.
Alderman Shoby,
Yes.
and Alderman Stableman is absent. Motion passes with 7 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
Okay. Approved business license for Hometown Handiwork, 440 Avon Court, Cologne, Illinois. I accept a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
If you have any questions, I believe they're in the audience too.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, anybody have any questions? The gentleman that was like that's gonna do it? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Lack,
Yes.
Alderman Slimline,
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yep.
Alderman Hergert,
Yes.
Alderman Waterman,
Yes.
Alderman Shoby,
Yes.
Alderman Stableman is absent. Alderman Hillman.
Yes.
Motion passes with 7 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
Okay, B, approved business license for St. Coke Cactus.
Senior cactus.
Senior Cactus.
Huh?
Senior
Senior.
Cactus.
Okay, then. See, Mexican restaurant, 504 First Street, First Avenue, Kelowna, Illinois, pending Chief Slimline's consent.
And we did get his approval this morning, so we are good on that.
Okay. Any other things? Not?
Why did they only go to 9 o'clock at night? Was there a reason for that?
We probably just don't want to stay open super late.
I don't know. Most people stay with 10 anyway.
If they're open, if that's what they want to do, that's, you know, it's up to them. Any other comments?
I mean, 7 AM is quite early for a Mexican restaurant, so. But
Are they in attendance?
Okay,
Is that for-
Do we have a member from Senior Cactus in attendance?
Yes.
Do you mind answering their questions?
Why did you want to just close at 9 when you stay till 10?
Because we want to open like 6, 7 in the morning for breakfast. So it's too long time for me.
It's a long day.
It is a long day.
Mhm.
When are you wanting to open up?
When
Yeah, like how soon? could
You know-
open up?
we trying to work with the owner for the building because they need to do a lot with the code and the drain. So hopefully month and a half, something like that.
I'll make a motion.
So this gives them till what, January
Yeah,
2026 to open?
I'll second.
A motion second. Any other questions? Roll call.
Alderman Spillman.
Yep.
Alderman Jones.
Yep.
Alderman Herger. Alderman Waterman.
Yes.
Alderman Strobey.
Yes.
Alderman Stapleton is absent. Alderman Hillman.
Yes.
Alderman Lack.
Yes.
Motion passes with 7 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
Next agenda on the agenda is discuss the steps along the canal over by the horseshoe pits. Anybody got any comments to make?
Ryan,
Other than what
Ryan,
need to be done.
Ryan's got,
We've got a lot of people wanting to get the steps fixed or replaced. I had a quote from, I asked 4 actually contractors, and nobody wanted to mess with it except for one. Total price came in roughly $30,000 to do concrete steps on the canal. So I just wanted to bring that one to everyone's attention there for the cost.
So this would be if we were to do just one set, kind of like in between the two current sets. So then we would just tear out the other two sets?
Correct.
Would that be something that our guys would do, or we'd have to?
Now, we don't have the equipment to do it.
Okay. So is that included? Okay,
Yes.
so that's, I see that, okay.
Yeah, he's got it broke down to 3 different ways.
Okay.
Steps, replace, remove and replace 2 sections of railroad tie,
Okay.
and then a sidewalk leading to the bike path from the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
any other discussion or questions?
yeah.
That's for
Give him a second to look.
Yep.
Give him a second to look.
We're not gonna vote on it. so
No.
Time to be on.
we'll be done
It would
before
probably be-
before
It
6:30.
would last a lot longer.
Yes.
DNR.
DNR.
Is there any kind of grants or anything we can get, or monies through DNR that?
It's not our property, we lease it to DNR. So it's one of those things, it's like, we just have to pay for it to benefit our own self.
It's kind of like we pay to mow their property. Makes no sense.
It's a lot of money.
Any other comments, questions, ideas? Okay, next item for discussions, discuss the camera quotes for the Scott Family Park Clubhouse.
That was another thing, I got quotes for a camera system for out there. Since it is open to the public, mainly because it's a storm shelter, we've had some vandalism problems, people sneaking in places they shouldn't be in. So I had a couple places come out and give a camera quote. Just wanted to provide that so everyone can see the costs associated with that too.
Anybody else have anything to say? Ideas, thoughts?
This would cover the outside since we are gonna have restaurant's gonna be full now, so they've got outside equipment that they're looking to protect as well. And we have outside things that we want to protect, so we have no cameras, no way of seeing anything. Cameras might deter some of that, so we're looking at cameras on the inside heading towards the pool, inside the common area there at the clubhouse, and then outside facing probably 5 or 6 different directions.
Anybody else?
They need it. You have two quotes from J&J.
One of them's for a pavilion.
Yeah, when I visited with them, they looked at the pavilion down there
Oh,
too.
one's
since
for the
we had
canal,
vandalism.
okay, I see.
So they went ahead and quoted that one out as well.
Any other discussions about the Hennepin Canal Veterans Memorial Pavilion camera?
You have a place you wanna put that on for that on there?
Do what?
That computer place, we wanna Put a bid on for that down there?
No, just because the way, they don't have internet down there, so it'd have to be a cell service provider. It turns it into a little bit of a different scenario than the clubhouse, at least has internet.
So they're charging. They have a monthly monitoring at the canal. That's because there's no internet down there.
Correct.
And then there's no monthly monitoring. That's got one.
We almost done.
You would get the camera feeds.
I didn't go into it full in depth with them to see. So you could give several logins. So like, I mean, PD could have a login.
Yeah.
You can set it up for motion alerts. Mike's looked into this already too. Block cameras. So just another quote to add to the file.
So are they the same number of cameras? That's what I'm looking at?
They have it broke down per camera price. So they each had different ideas on how many cameras we need. They're using different styles. So the J&J one is actually less cameras than the Computer Revolution one.
That's what I was trying to figure out is why.
Yeah, they have it broke down per camera price, so we could eliminate or add.
Are all of these wired in? They're not wireless?
Yep, they'd be wired.
And how long they recording?
30 days. Till it overwrites. And the temporary fields, I mean, that's not included in this quote, but it's just a matter of time. I mean, we just had vandalism, they kicked the toilet off the floor.
The original quote I had for the flock included all three parts.
How much is that?
$9,000. But it covers everything. There's no monthly fees. It's just for $3,000 a camera. And it's also to the cloud. It doesn't have hard drives. So every camera system we've had in this town, it's always the hard drives will fail.
Any other comments, anybody?
I already had it a couple years ago. Just waiting on the approval. Yep. It's been part of that park grant since that park grant came up.
And that's for all the cameras? That, the one you're talking about? Yeah,
3 cameras.
that would
One
just be
each
the
park.
park. Okay, that's what all the parks. What are the 3 parks? In my mind, I'm thinking small diamond, large diamond, Gaylord.
Small diamond, large diamond, and the diamond.
Anything else to bring up before the council?
Yeah. There's a house on Sixth Street that has a lot of trash in front of it for a while.
What's happening?
What's that?
Where?
Across street from Doug Miller's house.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember that avenue.
806.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Found out about it today when I came back.
Okay, because I was told that was brought to an officer's attention and they refused to give the people a citation.
We don't give citations on command, so.
Yeah, but if we got an ordinance that we're supposed to be following, why are we not following the ordinance?
We are, and that.
How long did it take to get it dealt with?
I don't know. Today's my first day back after
Yeah.
2 weeks off.
Has
But
it
I
been
read
at
the
least a
report
week?
that it's being addressed.
It's been at least a week.
Anything else to come before the council? If not,
How's the sirens coming?
I'm still waiting to hear what's going on with the grant. I'm ready to go. I've got everything ready to
Like
go.
off of John Lennon says it's up to you now. He left it up to you.
John and Kurt and I have all got together. We've all agreed on what we want. We gotta have the grant to buy the cameras.
He told me today it's up to you, but it's all ready to go.
We are ready to go. We just need the grant.
He said, I think he said it was her.
Where's it at?
I don't know, you got to have John.
Well, John's not doing the grant. It's a city grant.
Well, that's not what he told me.
That's where it's at.
It's in limbo.
I have a question. I-80 out there, the old Eric Jones place, that's sold, right?
Yes,
That's part of Kelowna?
no,
That's not part of Kelowna?
no.
And there's nothing we can do about the fact that if it's not part of Kelowna, then the fact that it's like becoming a junkyard?
No,
We can
there's
do
nothing we
that.
can do.
So that's a county thing?
The county.
How far does that go back? Because tenant trucking right there, that's part of Kelowna, right?
Yes.
And, I believe Sharps is part of Kelowna.
No, Sharps is where
It's
I-80's at.
Okay.
It's counties.
Oh, so it is a junkyard.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Anything else come before the council?
Yep.
Huh? Yep or no?
I've heard since I've joined this council, we're getting this $300,000 for parks.
Yes, that
I wonder
was,
where the hell it is.
that will be, we were, Representative Halpin had been holding on to it so that we could make sure that it got spent where it was supposed to be spent. Now that we have a better chance, maybe that we know that it's gonna happen that way, once the mayor gets back into town, he's talking about seeing if there's interest in doing a subcommittee for the parks so that the people can start working on planning on how to get it, where they know we're gonna spend on the parks, but they plan on what needs to be bought for which one and more, along those lines. And then, so that way the construction and whatnot can be started in this next construction season. Because the state of Illinois, because of the way it works, it will be released, should be released to us by the end of the year.
Okay, I've also, I don't know this to be 100% true, but this is just something I found out. And like I said, I don't know if it's true or not. But I've heard that none of that money can go towards the ball diamonds because that is on leased property and it has to be something that the city of Kelowna owns.
We already have parks specifically set, planned for, I don't remember off the top of my head which parks they are, but we have, I believe, 8 parks already, set for where that money's going to be allocated to.
So nothing's gonna go to the Scott family
No.
park?
That is not the right, no, that is not, we're talking like playground park and whatnot, so
Yeah.
not the campground park.
Big diamond, a little diamond.
So is the campground not considered a park?
Not for what that money is to be used for.
It's probably considered more like a for-profit park.
Yeah, probably. So we have,
But we don't treat it like a for-profit park.
because it's not making a profit.
Well-
Neither are your other parks,
No.
Because
but
we're not making, we don't make money
I'm
on
just
those.
saying,
They're
like-
but
not-
you're not making any on the park there, right?
But the thing is, we're supposed to be making money on the Scott Family Park, but we don't. We haven't.
It'd be the difference of like a not-for-profit versus a for-profit business.
Yeah.
It's just the business isn't making the money it should be making.
Yeah,
At this
getting to that, are we going off the estimates of what the park should be doing or paying? Are we going off of the actual income that it brings in? Because the actual income that it brings in, according to just the full-time spots out there, is like $50,000 or $60,000 less than what the estimate shows that it should be bringing in. It's only saying we're bringing in 140 and we're over 200, just
I
from the
believe we're
seasonal
also-
campers.
It possibly could also be including your other campers that are coming through. I believe there's also we're talking the events at the clubhouse.
Yeah, I would just add to it.
Jen, do you have?
I guess I'm not sure what you're talking about. Which, are you looking at the report you just received or?
Well, even on the budget estimated, I think it was like $144,000 or something like that for seasonal spots.
Yes, 140.
140.
Yep.
There is 94 95 or 96 at $2,500 a pop.
Well, when we do these estimates,
I,
we don't have everybody.
yeah, I know,
booked already.
and that's what I'm asking, but, so if we're so far down on the estimate, and then the payables is close to what the estimate is, where is that extra money that we receive going?
So,
2,500 doesn't go to just the campground, it gets divided up into the pool and everything else.
Yes.
There's X amount of dollars that come out of that 2,500 for the pool, right?
correct.
There's other line items.
Yeah, I get
So
that.
you can't take the pool 2,500.
So Jacob, if
Yeah.
we bring in more money than we spend, then that money stays in the campground fund. And it's used next season, just to continue paying expenses, do improvements. You also have to remember that there's depreciation happening out of the campground, which is where we never make money because we don't make enough money to cover the depreciation that's happening. So.
Any other comments, anybody? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn. A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We be done. Do we need to keep this one or not? Not really, do we?
I will.
I'm gonna get rid of all my stuff. Recycle it and I give you this. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of this needs to be shredded.
Oh, okay. Camera
You can-
closer there to Ryan's gone. Did he leave already? Yes, he did. They're in the package here.
They're available online.
They are,
Yeah, on our website.
okay.
Yep.
The agenda package wasn't on there.
It is today. We were having scanning
having
issues.
problems.
Yeah. Our scanner wasn't working and I got a hold of them today and they fixed it. So it is on there now.
Oh,
You're
a
welcome.
whole sack of money, huh? That's even better. Thank you.
Yeah, never give away things from our pack. Only what's online.
Oh, well,
Our guys have our stuff.
I was just gonna recycle it all. You're gonna shred them? Oh, okay, that's great.
It's got personal information on there from these people.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Very good. I'm gonna throw my bottle away. I'll stick around for a while.